Did you know that your morning cup of coffee or tea can actually improve your endurance performance? Yes, that's right. The beverage that you're actually drinking potentially right now can actually make you a better runner or cyclist. Coffee and tea both contain caffeine, which is a stimulant, which can actually make your running or cycling effort seem easier. However, caffeine can affect individuals differently. So there's people who may be fast or slow metabolizers. So there's a specific gene called the CYP1A2. Don't worry about the name. But essentially what that is that's the gene which will influence your metabolism of caffeine. So there's individuals who can potentially metabolize it quicker or slower. So this can be seen by those people who may have a difficulty sleeping after consuming that cup of coffee by noon, or like myself, who can actually consume tea, coffee prior to bed and have no major issue. Now that we know that caffeine can actually help our endurance performance, your next question is probably, okay, so how can I incorporate this into my weekly routine? So that's the first thing I would recommend is caffeine can actually stimulate peristalsis, or one of the things I would highly recommend is trying this in practice prior to actually a race. So the first thing that we want to do is you want to actually consider how much caffeine you need. So according to research, it's anywhere between 3 milligrams per kilogram of body weight to 6 milligrams of kilogram per body weight. However, a lot of research has demonstrated that the higher range, can potentially cause some GI issues. Okay, so now we know that 3 to 6 milligrams per kilogram of body weight is how much that you need. Okay, so what we want to actually first do is we want to know what your body weight is in kilograms. So let's say an individual is 160 pounds. You want to divide that by 2.2, and that'll give you their weight in kilograms. So that's about 72.7 kilograms. Then, what you might want to try is first to start off with the 3 milligrams per kilogram of body weight, which is recommended to help with endurance performance. So 72.7 kilograms times 3 milligrams per kilogram will give you how much milligrams you should actually be consuming prior to your race. So that's about 218 milligrams. So that's a pretty strong cup of coffee, or maybe closer to 2 energy gels, which contain 100 milligrams per packet. So the next thing that you want to try and think about is, okay, the timing of it, okay? I don't expect you to get genetic testing to know which type of gene you have. The one thing I do want you to try to do, though, is try to consume it 1 hour prior to workout. Remember, try it first. So before that workout, try incorporating that 218 milligrams before your workout and see if it doesn't influence your performance. If you have no GI issues, it may be something to try during your race day. So remember, caffeine can improve endurance performance, but just like anything else, make sure that you try it before your endurance event, workout, to make sure that it doesn't affect you negatively. And I'll leave you with a quote. So Shalane Flanagan, who recently won the New York City Marathon, was quoted in an ESPN article regarding her coffee intake. She said, yeah, maybe it's more mental than anything, but I don't know of an endurance athlete who doesn't have at least 1 cup of coffee a couple hours before a race. She personally stated that she wouldn't even go to the line without a cup of coffee. So again, we want to learn from those individuals, but we also want to individualize it as well. So again, try your caffeine intake prior to your race effort or workout and see how it influences your performance. And again, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well as join the Facebook group.